What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What is really good in the hood? This is your man Theo Butler, my man Troy, and my man Marlo, and welcome to Fatmouth Sports. Spend some time with us with
it. This is Fatmouth Sports Gathering of Old Men Podcast, or should we say the Old Men Podcast? Because like the Redskins, we ain't really got no name.
Yeah.
The brothers, the fellas.
Marlo was off had an interesting topic about these Buccaneers. And so I want to start off by saying that none of my views are represented by the company I work for, the company that I own, or the companies that I work with. All of these opinions are Troy's opinions and Troy's opinions alone. So if you are in the Bay Area and you get offended by anything I said, it's on purpose. That being said, Marlo, you're saying the Buccaneers are Super Bowl bound. I saw what Gronk looked like. I saw what Gronk looked like.
Yeah, Buccaneers bound, baby. Super Bowl.
So you know what? We gonna let you do your thing. We're gonna come back.
No, hold on. Honestly, you know, as when Marlo first said it, I was about to ride him again, and then I started going down the NFC.
Yeah, Super Bowl bound.
I always start off with the NFC West, so this is gonna be funny. Clearly, the Philadelphia Eagles, nah. Carson Wentz is not going to quarterback them to a Super Bowl. That is clearly the other dude who is no longer in Philadelphia that's going to get them to a Super Bowl.
I don't want to wish bad on nobody, and I'm not. But I don't think Carson Wentz going to finish the season.
Hold on, Marlo. Just because he finished the season don't mean he going to get them to the Super Bowl. Nick Foles is who won them the Super Bowl. Let's be clear. So, with that being said, so then I want to go to the other team in the NFC, and I'm like, okay, I got Philly out of the way. Okay, well, Washington don't even have a name right now, so let's go ahead and push them off to the side. Yay, Washington, they gonna be in the Super Bowl as a team from Washington. Anyway, so moving right along. Then you got who? Let me see. We got Washington out the way. We got Philly out the way. Who else that leave in the East? I don't want to talk about Dallas right now. Who else that leave in the East?
The Giants.
Never mind. Anyway, so moving. Let's go ahead and get to Dallas. Stephen A. Smith said on First Take what I couldn't say no better. So I'm just going Dallas. Dallas is going to be Dallas. They should, but they Dallas. I don't like nobody in the NFC Central, so we just going to keep it moving.
Hold on, wait. I just got one question since you brought up Dallas. What has Dallas done in the last 2 years that the Buccaneers have not done?
Nothing. They got arguably the best running back in the league.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked. I asked what have they done in the last 2 years that the Bucs have not done, and that was go to the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. But continue.
And you know what? All that means is they didn't went to the playoffs the past 2 years. I don't like them to do. Look, you know what? I like Dallas to go to the playoffs again this year. I still don't like them to go to the Super Bowl. Why? One thing that has been consistent in Dallas forever, and we don't want to talk about it. And this is the reason why I don't like Dallas to not only not go to a Super Bowl, but even if they go to a Super Bowl, I don't like them to win the Super Bowl. And it starts with a J, and it ends with a Y for the first name. It starts with a J for the last name. It ends with an S for the last name. Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is more concerned about money than he's concerned about winning. And being the face of the franchise. If he was concerned about winning more than he was concerned about making money and being the face of the franchise, he would have never fired Jimmy Johnson.
ever.
He just hired. Watch this. He just literally hired a coach who was in Green Bay, who had a perennial MVP at quarterback, and he literally chose to start a wide receiver at running back for the past, 2 out of the 3 seasons? And this is who Jerry Jones selected to be his head coach. No, I don't like Dallas to win. I don't like Dallas to win the Super Bowl. If Dallas happens to go to the Super Bowl, they will blow it because they are who? The Dallas Cowboys. How do you hire a head coach that couldn't even get the running back position right?
Hold on, Theo. See, we're making it about Dallas. This is about the Bucs. Keep going. Let's keep going to these other teams.
Well, the thing is, watch this. I give the Bucs just as much chance as I give any team in the NFC East. I'm just saying in the NFC to win the Super Bowl. I like them better than any team in the NFC Central. I like them better than daggum near any team in the NFC West because Tom Brady offsets Jimmy Garoppolo in San Francisco. So now let's check. Watch this. This is who I like to play for. This is who my Super Bowl favorites are from the NFC, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. And watch this. Marlo finna like me when I say this. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yay! Because we want Jameis to start. Yay, Jameis!
And I'm not saying that because Tampa Bay is good. I just don't like anybody else in the NFC.
We just got back. We literally just got back to you, and y'all putting me in position so we're gonna get kicked off as soon as we get back. Is that what we're doing? I feel like y'all set me up.
Hold on, wait, Troy. So you say go through the NFC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is when I'm gonna rely on you and Marlo. I ain't gonna say nothing. We already went through the NFC East, so let's go through the NFC. Let's go through the NFC. Chicago.
Chicago got a better defense than the Bucs.
That ain't what I asked you. I said Chicago. Something to be
I like
it be
Chicago
Marlo.
better than I like the Bucs. I like Chicago better than I like the Bucs.
Okay, well, hey, you like Chicago?
You like Chicago over the Bucs?
Yes.
Did you say that in real life, bro?
So what's that game gonna be? 10-7 Tampa? 10-9 Tampa?
It's gonna be 10. No, it's gonna be 9.
So hold on. So you like Mr. Trubisky? You like Mr. Trubisky to outplay Tom Brady?
Mr. Trubisky is not gonna be playing Tom Brady.
That ain't what no, that I didn't say he was gonna be playing Tom Brady. I didn't say he was gonna be playing Tom Brady. That's not what I asked you.
Okay.
I said, do you like Mr. Trubisky? Do you like Mr. Trubisky to outplay Tom Brady?
No.
Okay.
That's why it's 9-0.
So are you saying Chicago is good enough to hold Tom Brady without a touchdown for 4 quarters?
Yes.
Wow. And you believe Tampa Bay is bad? Tampa Bay's defense is bad enough to give up 3 field goals to Chicago.
You know what? I take that back. I believe Tampa Bay defense is bad enough to give up 2 field goals. Because Chicago got issues with kicking field goals.
So you don't think Tom Brady can get Tampa Bay within field goal range 3 or 4 times?
No.
Wow.
Now, I don't know. The last time we was on here, I didn't think my dog was smoking the peace pipe. But now, I'm not so sure. You gotta be on some super hypnotic psychosis stuff to think that offense isn't gonna move the ball. You gotta be crazy.
Theo, who did the Raiders gift to Chicago Bears?
It don't matter.
I mean, he play on one side of the ball, and I know who you're talking about. He the truth. I'm not even dismissing him. I'm just looking at the fact
he can't cover nobody.
You're saying that you don't like Tom Brady. This is where I gotta tap in. You're saying you like Miss Trubisky to put the Chicago Bears in more scoring situations than Tom Brady. I don't like that.
That's what I said. What I said was I like the Chicago Bears defense better than I like the Buccaneers offense because the Buccaneers.
Okay. That nobody's disputing. No. Okay. With that said, does Chicago have a better defense than Tampa Bay's defense? Yeah.
Yes.
Does Tampa Bay have a better offense than Chicago does? Yeah.
They do.
So if I'm looking at if it's going to be a battle of field goals, well, I got to look at the guy who won his first 3 Super Bowls by putting his team in field goal position. Dude won his first 3 Super Bowls by putting his team in field goal position. Three Super Bowls. That's Tom Brady. So I don't like anybody in the NFC East. I don't like anybody in the NFC Central. If I look at the NFC West, I got to look at.
Hold on, wait, whoa. We're going too far, too fast. Hold on, let's back up for a second. Now, not too long ago, my compadre Theo said about the Dallas Cowboys, there has been a consistent thing over the course of the last 20 years that has perennially prevented the Cowboys from getting to the promised land.
I
live in the Bay Area. I'm going to tell you this now. The things that prevent Dallas from winning Super Bowls, it's tenfold in Tampa Bay. They not only find a way to lose, it doesn't matter the quarterback, it doesn't matter the coach, it doesn't matter the defensive coordinator, it don't matter. They find a way to lose.
Okay.
So now, if you're asking me who I got more faith in, the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because remember, he's the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He did nothing in Tampa. Steve DeBerg did more in Tampa than he did.
Okay.
He just showed up.
Sure. Let me say this. Because I want to say yes, you're right, and I want to say yes, you're wrong. And I'm going to tell you why I say yes, you're right. You're right, because if I look at what transpired during the ice cream sickle years, if I look at what transpired after the Tony Dungy years, you are absolutely right. But this is the first time, because mind you, as far as I'm concerned, Tampa Bay, when they were coached by John Gruden, that was Tony Dungy's team. So and John Gruden, people can say what they want to say about John Gruden. His success is based off of Tony Dungy. He hadn't done anything anywhere else wherever he's went. It's just my take on it. That said,
actually, he gave Chicago an all-world defense. That's what he did.
If we talking about as a head coach, if we talking about head coaches, when we talking about it, that man owes his success to Tony Dungy. So I don't give him props for that. His brother owes his success to Tony Dungy, because one wouldn't be relevant without the other. That being said, that's my own personal opinion. That said, this is the first time the Buccaneers have actually, in my opinion, hired a head coach worth something. Bruce Arians is a damn good coach. I believe that, and Bruce Arians has the end-all say-all. The Buccaneers are pretty much giving him the reins, hence Jameis Winston no longer being in town. And Tom Brady coming to town. That's why I got to say you're wrong. You're right. Those years, but this year, I can't say you're right on that one. I like the Buccaneers to challenge New Orleans for the NFC South division title. I do.
Okay, I know you're really young. Okay, but again, I've been a Buccaneer fan long enough to get parole. I'm old enough to remember when the Buccaneers had Vinny Testaverde.
Hold on, stop. Did you say I was kind of young?
Steve DeBerg.
Wait, because I think I got you, dog. I don't know how you just said that.
I'm just saying. I want everybody to remember that.
I know you look older than me, but I think I got you.
I mean, they had a Hall of Fame quarterback, a All-Pro quarterback.
Whoa. You just think you're going to gloss over that. What Hall of Fame quarterback?
I'm sorry. Steve Young, he's not in the Hall of Fame. Steve Young.
Ooh, Tampa?
They had Steve
Young.
How
many downs did Steve Young play for Tampa?
Which is exactly my point. You are making my point.
Right, but wait, hold on. With that said,
and then he went and studied under.
Was Tony Dungy the head coach at that time?
Oh my God! It didn't matter. Again, it don't matter who the coach is.
What you mean?
It does.
What you mean? He turned the hold on. It does matter because he did turn the culture of that entire team around. You did win a Super Bowl as a result of what Tony Dungy put there, so it does matter. That does matter now.
So I don't want to pick on the Bucs too much longer, but what changed the culture in Tampa Bay was a guy named Floyd Peters, who went out and got a middle linebacker named Hardy Nickerson. That began the change in the Buccaneers.
Wow. So Tony Dungy was irrelevant.
No, I ain't saying that. I said that began. I didn't say he completed it. I said he began.
Okay.
Because they had there was a Super Bowl coach that was there. Remember the Super Bowl coach that they had there? The Floyd Peters? Took Cincinnati Bengals to the Super Bowl. Remember him?
But you say he went and got one player. That wasn't what changed the organization around.
Yes, it was. That was the first time they actually
Hardy Nickerson isn't even in the ring of fame in Tampa.
Hold on, Troy. Let's do this because I want to put this out there because I want to go back to what you just said. You said Hardy Nickerson. Now, Hardy Nickerson is all that in the bag of chips. But let's be clear. Prior to Hardy Nickerson, the Buccaneers mismanaged Doug Williams. Tony Dungy wasn't there. The guy that you just mentioned, Steve Young, they mismanaged him. Tony Dungy wasn't there. Had Tony Dungy not been there, they would have mismanaged Hardy Nickerson. They would have mismanaged Ward Dunn. They would have mismanaged
Eric Brooks.
One of them twins. They would have mismanaged that whole thing. What got it right was Tony Dungy recognizing talent, coaching talent, recruiting talent, and luring talent via free agency to that organization. What wound up happening was they overcooked the grits because they felt like Tony Dungy couldn't take them to the next level. What we don't talk about is with John Gruden winning that Super Bowl with Tony Dungy's team was the fact that the Raiders were still running the same plays they were running when he was there. They all talk about it. They all had the wristbands on the entire Buccaneer defense, and they were like, oh, is that the play that they running? So that's why I don't give John Gruden the credit that people love to give him. That was Tony Dungy's team. Tony Dungy then goes to Indianapolis and restores the luster to a franchise that had been stuck in neutral with a Hall of Fame quarterback, gets them to the promised land with that Hall of Fame quarterback. So we can't do that now. Come on now. And what happened when Tony Dungy left? Shortly after John Gruden left, Tampa Bay fell off the map again. Right?
Yeah, they got rid of all of the pieces that got him there.
Right. So now this is the first time we're looking at Tampa Bay getting another great coach, a coach with some cachet to their franchise, to an organization, and we finna act like, and he's already instituted him.
Wait, y'all, I'm just not gonna take this beat down and act like I don't know who their coach was last year. Who was their coach? Because their coach is the same coach y'all singing praises and hallelujah. What? How many games did they lose by 7?
Who?
Or less? The Bucs. How many games did they lose by 7 or less?
Bruce Arians just got there. Bruce Arians just got there.
If you lose a game by 7 points or less, it's what? It's on the who? Who is it on?
Is this Bruce Arians? Is this Bruce Arians' first year?
No, it's not his first year.
Yeah, last year.
Yes.
You talking about that 30 for 30 that y'all had with that quarterback?
Who was the head coach?
You can't blame it on the head coach.
Oh, they turned the franchise around.
Hey man, listen.
How many games by 7 points, Marlo?
So you comparing Jameis Winston to Tom Brady.
He's all that in the bag of chips.
No, okay. Hold on. Okay, well, what was Jimmy Johnson's first year? What was Jimmy Johnson's record first year?
No.
Yeah, because come on, let's talk about it. Because you act like Bruce Arians sucked off of the first season. I'm not going to let you do that when some of the greatest coaches, Chuck Noll is in the NFL Hall of Fame, and his first year with Pittsburgh sucked. So did Tom Landry. It's quite a few.
Do we need to go back and check and see how many picks, touchdowns that Jimmy Johnson allowed by his quarterback? Since we're making a comparison, how many? Matter of fact, ain't this the same dude that's there before he fired? Is that
Bruce
the same
Arians?
guy?
Whoa. Bruce Arians didn't draft turnover-prone Jameis Winston out of Florida State. He was turnover-prone out of Florida State.
I'm gonna wait till somebody answers my question. That wasn't my question. My question was.
I know what your question was, and I can answer it because Jimmy Johnson drafted Troy Aikman, so he knew what he was getting for his quarterback. That's what you're saying. No, he made sure he drafted a quarterback that was not turnover-prone. So I know where you're going with this question. Bruce Arians didn't draft Jameis Winston. He played the cards he had until we reshuffled.
You 7 games
until we reshuffled.
And 3 interceptions, and I think every one of them games there was a 6 touchdown. You telling me that this all-world coach, who I think highly of, however, anytime somebody walks into one Buck place, sometimes they get brain damage.
Hold on, Marlo, did you say Bruce Arians was an all-world coach?
I did not say that.
I didn't say that either. I did say he was a coach with some cachet. He is better, he is better than the last coach. Now, I think we both said that. Now, I don't think we said he was all-world. I don't.
Since we got the Steeler fan on here, hey, in y'all greatest Super Bowl win, who was y'all offensive coordinator?
In our greatest Super Bowl win?
Yeah, who's the offensive coordinator?
Or latest Super Bowl?
Who was the offensive coordinator? Wasn't Bruce Arians your offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
Then he go down. He took the Cardinals to the Super Bowl. The Cardinals. We just gonna act like it's not. He took the Cardinals to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Keep going. No, don't do that. Don't do that because see, casual fans come on here and they be like, "Oh, he took the Cardinals to the Super Bowl." No, go ahead and tell everybody who was on that roster.
I just everybody knows that he took the Cardinals to the Super Bowl. Now, yes. Wait a minute, what are we talking about? No, you ain't finna do that. You're not finna do that. Who was on the Cardinals roster that went to the Super Bowl? You're not finna do that. You mean the Brooklyn Kurt Warner? The Brooklyn Kurt Warner?
Huh?
The Brooklyn Kurt Warner?
You better talk about it. Who was that wide receiver?
Come on, man. He's still there. What? We're going to call him Father Time.
Okay. Who was that? Who was playing defense? Because he had some Thundercats at defense, too.
Oh, yeah. I know he had some Thundercats. He had some Thundercats in Florida State. So let's not do that. Let's not act like he wasn't gooned out when he was at Arizona. He had talent. So when he took over Tampa Bay last year, we're not going to compare Jameis Winston to Kurt Warner. Hold on. Wait.
We're not going to compare Jameis Winston to Kurt Warner.
I ain't saying that. Marlo,
we ain't finna compare that. We ain't finna compare the defense from Tampa last year to the defense that Arizona had. We ain't finna do that.
Not this year. Not this year. And maybe not next year.
You know what? I'm mad you got me defending the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's why I ain't even got to say that.
You can't say Your credibility has been shot for the last 3 years because the Buccaneers ain't been to the Super Bowl yet. And every year we start out this, the Bucs going to the Super Bowl. Come on, man. I'm so.
I ain't never agreed with that though.
That good gene.
I ain't never agreed with that. I laughed at Marlo a couple of years ago when he said that foolish.
Just saying.
So this year I'm in his corner. That's gotta mean something. This the first year I'm agreeing with it. I'm just saying, man, you got me agreeing. You got me defending the Buccaneers, man. I ain't. Wow. That's crazy.
This podcast.
That's worth the price. That's worth the price of admission anyway.
This podcast. This whole topic went left. Just, you can't even finish this topic because
hey, Marlo.
Because we know the Bucs not going to win.
Yeah.
Marlo, just for my ex alone, I shouldn't be defending the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh my God.
Hey.
That is funny.
Wow. Okay. All right.
The Bucs odds of making the playoffs is -200. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna leave the Bucs alone for a second. We're gonna leave them alone for a second.
All right.
We're gonna get a little serious, but it's kind of important for Black college football. The MEAC has had some major changes. Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M have gone to the SWAC. Financially, it benefits both those schools and Florida schools. They're in the South. It saves them money on transportation. However,
whoa. I missed that part.
FAMU and BCC left the MEAC, and they went to the SWAC.
Yeah, great decision.
Which changes, I mean, let's just be honest. There was only 2 major Black college football conferences out there to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But this move turns the SWAC into a super Black conference. I would even dare say that probably the perennial football championship subdivision conference of all subdivision conferences out there. Can we go back to 1AA, please? Can we just please just say 1AA? There's nothing wrong with 1AA. But anyway, they are the major power now. They have the strongest following. But teams like Howard, I don't know what's going to happen to them. North Carolina A&T, I don't know what's going to happen to them. Like,
North Carolina A&T. North Carolina A&T already left.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it worse.
They've been left. They left before fans.
So did. Shout out to North Carolina A&T. That's where my baby girl is going to college at. So shout out to them, Aggies.
All right.
Yep. Hampton's gone. That conference is decimated.
Hold on, fellas.
The MEAC's gone forward.
Hold on, fellas. I ain't gonna act like that. Shout out to FAMU as well. My oldest daughter went there, FAMU. So
yes, sir. Highest in 7 years.
Go ahead and get the shit off. I mean, we here. Go ahead and get the shit off.
Yeah. Well, you know, I got 3 up there. Now. So I'm very partial to the orange and green.
Right. Oh, shout out. Wait, watch it. Shout out to my flag football team, the Wolfpack. We will be debuting our family-inspired uniforms this year. Y'all check that out too.
That's what's up.
But that makes a major change. And then we have a major college basketball player in the top 20 committed to Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this
King Griffey Jr. No, King Griffey Jr. His son has committed to FAMU to play football.
Yeah. So with this
You
new
know, one I'll
awakening.
say, oh, everybody's gonna start sending their sons to HBCUs. You got to look at the climate we in right now.
Yeah, and it's a great change. I applaud it. It's been a long time coming. I understand it, but I don't. You know, if I have to look back at myself, and I got to hold myself accountable as well. I understand it. I don't like, and like I said, I have to point the finger at myself as well. I don't like how we understanding the duress that our HBCUs were under when it comes to systemic racism. And like I said, I have to hold myself accountable as well. The fact that way too many of us, not most, not all, not a few, but still too many, placed other institutions on a higher platform than our own. To see that, to see now with everything that's coming past, the awakening, the acknowledgement, the deprogramming that's taking place, the pride that we're starting to see within each other, amongst ourselves and everything like that, to see us start to go back to schools that were for us and to put the pun on it, schools that were for us by us, to see us returning to that, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. And it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. I like it. I like it.
I do too. And I think that there has been way too much emphasis put on these other universities that don't give a crap about these kids. They don't care. They don't care about the graduation rate. They don't care about if these kids are in the right majors. They don't care. As long as they can get on the football field for at least 3 years. They don't care if you play your senior year.
It says a lot, Marlo. It says a lot, because I look at it like this, and like I said, even myself, I have to look at myself and hold myself accountable. I just think about how many homes that we allow somebody that did not look like us to come into our homes and persuade us that they were better fit to take care of our children than people that came into our homes and looked like us.
Yeah,
that says a lot. That says a lot. And when you look at these programs such as Ole Miss, like I said, I told Troy before, I don't know why we ever went to Ole Miss. The name says a lot. Mississippi State, you know what I'm saying? Programs like Oklahoma State, programs like Iowa, programs where our children have had to put up with some foolishness, and we just took it. We still send our children there. That's wrong.
I don't even want to begin the discussion on Iowa because my nephew went there, and he got shafted to the highest of chastity, and they just basically threw him by the wayside when he hurt his knee.
So I know y'all know how I feel about Florida State, and I'm gonna hijack this for a couple seconds. Well, I mean, let's just put it out there. I went to Florida State. Theo went to Florida State.
We both did, yeah.
All of our administration offices are at Doak Campbell Stadium at Bobby Bowden Field. Now, 20-something years ago, had I known who Doak Campbell was and what he stood for, I would have probably had a different thought process. I probably would not have went to Florida State, because you're asking me to enter a building named after a man who did not want me there. Florida State did change that. Me going to Florida State changed my life. I can't deny that. I won't deny that. But one of my major issues with Florida State is the fact that we have racist boosters. I didn't say alumni. We have racist boosters who are controlling what is done in the athletic program. Case in point, we hired our first black head coach in the history of our organization. He was given 2 years. 2 years to rebuild a program that was 5 for 5. After he was thrown by the wayside, hiring another black coach. That was quickly dashed because the same booster decided that he was going to try and throw the weight of his money around and made sure that didn't happen. And that's but now, there are people who have kids that look like me who need to find somewhere to go. We're probably not going to get those recruits. We're probably going to run into a situation, Ole Miss, where there's going to be talent that says, I'm not going to for this reason, because unlike me, those kids have information that I did not have. Florida State, take the name down. It can be Deion State. It can be Bobby Bowden Field, period. I don't care. But don't ever got I don't know how y'all feel about it. That's a major thing. That eats at me every day that I wear this Florida State badge and feeling is a problem. You know, that's me off my soapbox. That's just why I feel at 47 years old, I'm having to confront. I have been on the forefront confronting 20-something years ago.
Yeah. But see, it's real different from back then to now. Because if we had the access to just the simple camps that these kids go to, it's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Most of these kids, all they have to do is put a video on the internet and they'll get a look. It'll at least be a look. But shit, if you wasn't getting written about in the paper, or if you wasn't outstanding when you played somebody who was already getting looked at, you ain't getting no shot. But nowadays, hell, these kids don't even play both ways. They got special kids there. It's crazy. Like, I can remember never coming off the field. It wasn't no water break. It wasn't nothing. They have water breaks in high school football. I ain't never heard of such a thing. Mandatory water breaks. So yeah, I feel some kind of way about all of this.
I guess I gotta. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there since we're here, and you know we get close to Daddy's birthday. Was watching ESPN the other day, and old Chipper Jones said that the Rays are gonna make the World Series because of their pitching staff. Now, I want everybody to take a deep breath, and I'm gonna repeat it. Chipper Jones, Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken. Tampa Bay Rays, right in St. Pete, gonna make the World Series because
I'm just trying to figure out where you had a problem with it at. Because just like the Bucs going to the Super Bowl.
Oh man! Come on, 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 man!
The Rays It's going to the World Series.
Come on, man. Act like a Yankee fan is on this podcast. Act like a Yankee fan on this podcast.
I feel like I make more money than one of the starting pitchers for the Rays. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Rays don't
But we deal with all them big salary teams every year.
It's a Yankee fan on the podcast.
That's fine too.
Die hard, die hard. Like I just think you and Chip are being mad disrespectful right now.
Why? Because you say the Yankees don't get past the Rays.
I'm just thinking you and Chip.
Boston ain't gonna be. Boston ain't gonna be a good team.
They said they need to get past the Yankees and the Red Sox. That's the problem.
Yeah. Just because they spend money. Don't mean they got a good organization.
It's 3-1 right now. It's 3-1 right now. New York over Washington.
Yeah, Washington.
I'm just saying. I ain't saying. I'm just saying.
Washington ain't spread no money around. They gave Strasburg all that damn money for what? For him to pitch every 5 games.
Hey man, Yankees.
And they can't pay nobody else.
The Bronx Bombers.
So y'all really gonna make me do this? Y'all keep saying the praises of the Yankees and the Rays. Okay, let's take the Yankees. All right, the Yankees have the Whiffin, who hasn't been healthy since he got there. Then y'all got this 6'8" behemoth that can knock the laces off the ball. But again, late in the season, he ain't nowhere to be found. Y'all always looking for some pitching for some reason. And again, I understand. But all that being said, half of the Yankee team is still better than all of the Rays.
Oh, thank you. That's all. I mean,
I'm saying that because I'm just trying to remember the last time a Tampa Bay Ray hit for 30 home runs.
I mean, you know what? Troy, here's what we can do. Because, I like what, can I say Skip and Shannon? Can I mention their first names? I like what they be doing in the first tape. Me and Marlo can put like a case of Dr. Pepper on it.
Oh, that the Rays have a better season than the Yankees?
Yeah, let's put a Dr. Pepper on it. Let's put a case of Dr. Pepper on it. I like that.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I like a case of Dr. Pepper. Matter of fact, I like the cherry vanilla flavor that they just came out with, just so you know.
But I will drink Dr. Pepper, so I'm gonna go with we gotta get some fruit punch or something.
What you want? You want some Tahitian treat? You want a 6-pack of Tahitian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. There we go. A 6-pack of Dr. Pepper, cherry vanilla versus a 6-pack of Tahitian treat.
So,
I
play
the
the season. We going live broadcast the exchange of the pitch.
Yes. Yes. And we need these sponsorship deals too. We need these sponsorship deals since we dropping all these names.
We definitely gonna work on sponsorships. So we kind of starting back.
Well, before we go there, I have something to say about a Raider fan making a similar wager to me that they were going to have a better season than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it was the Raider fans.
Marlo, before you say that, because you know what, you made me think about something. Because I know somebody said he called me young, and then he said how long he go back with being a Buccaneer fan. But I remember this dude used to be a Raider fan.
I'm still a Raider fan. So, but anybody to the podcast, no, we're not doing that. Anybody new to the podcast, let's be clear. Troy is a Raider fan. So I spent 20 plus years as a Bucs fan. I earned my parole. I am now free. I don't no longer have to take that abuse. I don't have to think that we go into the Super Bowl every year knowing that you ain't gonna make the playoffs. I'm a Raiders fan.
But you are.
I am. Just win, baby. Just win. That's all we gotta do. That being said, I must acknowledge the deficiencies in our organization. From
At what level? Head coach, quarterback, receiver, running back. You got a lot of them. Which one you gonna acknowledge?
I'm sorry. Who's the best tight end in the NFL right now?
Kittle. And then Kelsey. Who's better than them?
I'm sorry. I know you Bucs fans are a little salty, but there's this kid named Waller. He had a little drug problem.
I don't know. I mean, Marlo. I got man 20. Marlo, I got man 20, and the two best tight ends on that game play in San Francisco and Kansas City.
Oh, hold on. First off, I know you lying because the best tight end in the game in man 20 is Waller.
Can't be.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm gonna let y'all sit there and delude yourself.
What does Raiders look like in man 21?
I'm sorry. Who's the fastest receiver in man 21? Who he play at? Where does he play?
Kansas City.
No,
who's the fastest receiver?
No, he don't. The fastest receiver in man 21. Where does he play? Hello?
It has to be in Kansas City.
You feel like it had to be in Kansas City, but I'm sorry. Where is he at? Where is he?
Okay.
Where is he? Because he got a 76 overall rating. But what's his speed rating?
Let's just do this realistically. Name a receiver. Just name one that's faster than Tyreek Hill.
He's playing in Oakland this year. You know what?
No. I just asked to accept. You're not answering the question.
NFL receiver right now.
You're not answering the question. Who is faster than Tyreek Hill?
Anybody want to tell me?
You are not answering the question. What receiver is faster than Tyreek Hill?
This year, I'm sorry, this past year, Tyreek Hill was the fastest receiver.
and you think that changed? Because he's still in the league. You know that, right? He is the fastest person on the field anytime any NFL team suits up. It's undisputable. You can't even. Come on, bro. And I'm not just talking about track speed. He's the fastest person on the field every time they suit up.
I'm sorry, I underestimated Marquise Brown. I may have underestimated. However, Mr. Bell, hold on. Sorry, am I looking at that right? Mr. Ruggs clocked a 4.27. Tyreek Hill clocked a 4.3. I'll say that again for the fans. 4.27 by Mr. Ruggs.
Okay. Let me break this speed thing down for everybody who's listening or who might tune in to this podcast. Tyreek Hill ran almost a similar time as Usain Bolt in the 200 meters. He also was a 10-0 100-meter sprinter. So I'm still trying to figure out who you trying to say faster than he is in the NFL.
4.27, 4.3. You're a math major. Who faster?
I'm just asking. In the 40s. And how many times did they run that? Have they ever raced?
Theo, how does the NFL judge? How does the NFL
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but you're saying two things in one sentence. You saying who the fastest man, and then you saying in the NFL. If we talking about the fastest man, it's Tyreek Hill. Because I can tell you what the question is. The question is nobody gonna get the 40 yards before Tyreek get the 40 yards? No. I'm answering the question.
4.27
is he going to Is he going to reach 40 yards before Tyreek Hill? Yes. Will he reach the end zone before Tyreek Hill? No.
And if they're running together, he's not going to reach 40 yards before Tyreek Hill.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, I do realize. I'm sorry. How old is this? How old is Tyreek Hill?
It doesn't matter. How old is Justin Gatlin? And he runs 9.93.
Theo, what's undefeated?
I'm listening to you.
Last time I checked, Father Time is undefeated. And a young kid that run 4.27, and an older dude that run 4.3.
Why do you keep saying Tyreek Hill is old? He is not old. What the hell? Are you on something? You think Tyreek Hill is old?
Hey,
I just want to figure out when 4.27 was slower than 4.3.
Marlo. Troy has accomplished the uncomplishable.
I can't even.
He got me to defend the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he got you to defend the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes. That shouldn't even go together. But here's the thing. What player in every meeting room, defensive meeting room, has to be accounted for on the Kansas City Chiefs?
Oh, I agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
So but you think? No. Let me finish.
Like in Baltimore, when Hollywood Henderson hit the field, just like in Kansas City, when Tyreek hit the field, just like in Oakland, when he was hit the field. When you have a dude that can outrun your whole coverage, you go, that dude can't get us beat. Period.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
So you're trying to say that defensive coordinators lose sleep over this young man compared to losing sleep over Tyreek Hill.
Hold on.
They just did a whole thing on ESPN about who is the scariest person to game plan for in the NFL.
Fella. It's gonna have somebody mad at me, and I know it. Troy, I'm gonna apologize for getting us in trouble once again. But the Raiders, whether they be in Oakland, Los Angeles, Nevada, Las Vegas, wherever they're not even relevant right now. So why are we even talking about them? Like, I can see us talking about the Buccaneers and the Chiefs. I don't know why we wasted 5, 10, 15 minutes talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't care who the receiver is. They ain't going to the playoffs.
Well, we know they're more relevant than the Steelers.
Oh, my God.
We know that because Lamar Jackson And Mr. Mahomes gonna make sure they don't get to the Super Bowl. So you're right. Maybe we're gonna be talking about either one of these things.
Wow.
Well, first of all, I clearly I hit a nerve when I said something about the Raiders. Like I'm apologizing.
Oh, if that wasn't the biggest, he just threw a temperature.
Hey, Marlo, it got personal real quick, didn't it?
I know my team sucks, but your team sucks too.
First of all,
hold on, Marlo. What you laughing for?
First of all, when it comes to Lamar Jackson, I like Lamar Jackson as a quarterback and everything like that. That being said, holla at me this year. Let me see what he do this year. Cause see, I didn't see his act before. It always happens. He's gonna have to show me different. Cause is he gonna be the next RGP or is he gonna be the next Russell Wilson? I said it. Anyway, moving right along. That said, I like us. I like the Steelers. I like us. I can't say I necessarily like us to win the Super Bowl, but I like us to definitely be better than the Raiders.
Oh, hold on.
I mean, we put some on that too. I mean, you know, I'm too short to hold a long conversation. We put some on.
I don't like that, but I don't mind the case of A and B Bluefield.
I mean, we got that. I mean, say less. Let's go ahead and lock that on in.
Yeah, we can lock that in right now.
Right, we go ahead and lock that on in. I'm not gonna keep talking about that.
Well, my NFL record is gonna be better than the Raiders, and I'm not even in there.
Listen, and I almost want to put. Listen, Marlo. Once again, he got me defending the Buccaneers. I almost want to put a case on that. What are we talking?
Yes, sir.
Like, when was the last time they beat Drew Brees? That's what I want to know.
Well, we'll find out when we play in the first game of the season.
We can put a case on that. Where you at, Troy?
Dear God, please let us have NFL football. These folks like themselves.
Oh, it's gonna be an NFL, buddy.
Oh man.
We already came to terms with our behemoth of a lineman that we just drafted in the first round.
So what you gonna do about the other four dudes?
Yeah, the four dudes. We ain't hurting that bad.
Yeah. Damon is shell shocked. He still got concussion.
Jameis ain't Tom Brady.
Defensive lineman.
How many 3-step drops? No. Let's explore this conversation. How many 3-step drops does Tom Brady have in a game? Come on, I'll wait.
In all his three. Wait a minute, he played from the shotgun now, don't he? Exclusively from the shotgun.
3-step drops. Who's gonna hit him?
Oh my God.
I'm just waiting.
Marlo.
Who are they gonna double cover?
Marlo. Hello,
Yes.
Marlo, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Which one you want?
Well, all of them sound terrifying, but you know.
Okay, the good news is Bruce Arians is your head coach. The good news is Tom Brady is your quarterback. The bad news is Bruce Arians really don't believe in no such thing as no 3-step drop. That dude pretty much.
But they already talked about it.
I mean, I hear what he's talking about, but I'm telling you what he's been doing since he's been in the league, and that for him to say, "Oh, we're gonna do a 3-step drop," that's him changing his whole offensive philosophy. That dude don't do that.
And in order to do a 3-step drop, y'all have to have a surefire running back, which you do not.
No.
And never mind the running back, you don't have a surefire line.
I ain't saying it ain't possible. I'm just saying that historically speaking, That ain't his coaching philosophy. No, he like to play that thing down the field.
Yep. And he like to sling it a lot.
But you can have a play call to go down the field, but Tom Brady is going to throw to the open man 9 times out of 9 times.
You're not going to
So
be
if you open,
taking it down. You're not going to be taking it down. All right.
okay.
Dude.
But you also gotta understand who are they gonna double team? Because in the NFL, that's where the win is, where the double team is. Who they gonna double team?
I ain't double teaming nobody. They ain't running by nobody. They just tall.
You ain't gotta run by them if you 6'6", 6'4".
You right? Hey, listen. I'm just gonna send you. I'm just gonna run a cover 2 on you.
If they're not open in them 3 steps, Tom Brady is running. And if Tom Brady is on the move, I like my chances.
I know I gotta do the corner.
I'm just gonna let 6'6" come across the middle and put their arms up in the air and just hit them all in their rib cage.
But you can't do that in this NFL.
No. You can't go for no headshot. See, I can tackle you all day long.
I know, but it's just gonna be you and a defender. Me and a defender at 6'6". You're not gonna be double teamed.
Marlo, I'm gonna let you catch the ball.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna break your hand.
I'm not 6'6" and 180 pounds.
I'm 6'6"
and 230.
Marlo, this dude used to tell me this all the time, and it's true. I tried to argue with him till I thought about it. Mass times acceleration equals force. You be 230 standing still and let me be 180 running 10 miles an hour. We'll figure it out.
It's gonna have to be figured out.
Hey, Troy, with your ribs exposed. See, we're not talking about no headshot. We're talking about you going up in the ball in the air with your arms extended. Me letting you catch the ball. And before your feet touch the ground, me wrapping up around your midsection and squeezing, running 10 miles an hour, running 180 plus, weighing 180 plus 200 pounds. You're not going to do that too many more times.
But
this
is the beauty of having a quarterback like Tom Brady.
Okay. Are we just gonna act like the Carolina Panthers gonna be trash? I don't think
they are.
Yes, we are.
They are.
Yeah, we are.
They are trash. They are a trash organization.
Yeah, we are.
I get that they're a trash organization.
Yeah.
So they're trash. If the organization is trash, they trash.
Yeah.
Wait.
Marlo,
I'm gonna take this one. So if the organization is trash,
do they have some good players? Yeah. But they trash.
Who their head coach?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
I just want everybody to remember Marlo said if the organization is trash.
I just want to know who the head coach is. Who the head coach?
I don't know who the head coach is. Someone from Baylor. I don't know.
Oh, well, who the starting quarterback? Who the starting quarterback?
Oh, you know who the starting quarterback is. Teddy.
That second year kid.
Who?
Oh no.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Here's my question. You ready? Because I know who the starting tailback was, and I know who the starting halfback is. So I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna ask it real careful. Who's the starting tailback? Because I know who the starting halfback is. Who's the starting tailback?
So I am not going to defend that boy because I didn't like his daddy.
No. I like the starting halfback, but see, when they let go of the starting quarterback, they also let go of the starting tailback. You know, the dude who would do it on 3rd and 1, 4th and short. So my question is, who is the starting tailback? Because the starting tailback and the starting quarterback are both now in New England.
All I'm gonna say is this: I do not believe Carolina's gonna be trash. I do believe Atlanta's gonna be trash, but I do not believe Carolina's gonna be trash.
So what you just told me was they don't have a starting tailback.
No.
Okay.
They have a scat at best.
So what is Carolina going to do? Brand new coach, brand new quarterback, brand new tailback. Oh, and Captain America just retired.
And same thing he did at Baylor.
Baylor didn't win anything.
Talk it all over the field.
Baylor didn't win anything doing that.
I don't know what first year head coach that came out of college and had an immediate impact.
Oh no, I'm not saying he's gonna have a one. I think they're gonna be trash.
Yeah, they're gonna be. They're not just gonna be trash. They're gonna be hot trash.
Hot trash. Hot garbage.
This is my prediction for the NFC South: New Orleans, the Buccaneers, Carolina, and Atlanta.
So you say the Buccaneers?
You pick Carolina over? You pick Carolina over Atlanta?
Yes. As long as they have Matt Ryan, I'm picking every team over Matt Ryan.
Wow. He don't suck though.
So let me go ahead and say this: Matt Ryan will never be in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Heard it here. I said it. Yeah, I said it.
90% of everybody who ever played the game, or 95% of everybody who ever played the game will never be in the Hall of Fame.
Hold on.
I'm saying this.
Hold on.
This dude, they keep trying to make to be all of that in a bag of chips. His claim to fame is he.
Hold on. Damn, I don't believe I'm getting ready to do this either. Golly, I don't even want to do what I'm getting ready to do.
You was not finna say Matt Ryan belongs in the Hall of Fame. You're not finna do that.
No. That's not what I'm finna say. What I'm finna say is that as I look at Matt Ryan's career in the NFL, has it been inconsistent? Yes, it has. Can I blame some of that on his head coach? Yeah. Can I blame some of that on management? Yeah. Can I blame some of that on his offensive coordinator, who is not a head coach for the San Francisco 49ers, who has clearly shown in high-pressure situations he don't know what in the hell he doing? Yeah. So, I'm just kind of like, don't be so hard on that right now. Like,
we are not. What we're not gonna do on this podcast is Matt Ryan no breaks. None.
I'm just saying, like his business. It ain't been all him. I'm just saying, like, it ain't been all him. Like,
all right. Let me ask this question, because we done ran out. So let's run with it. The coach seeing the play. You look at the coverage and say, "No, that don't look right." What do you do?
I mean, I'm audible.
So that being said, if I'm at Ryan and I know I got Tom Terrific on the ropes, I got him in the Cobra clutch, and some fools say he's throwing the ball, I'm calling a timeout. I'm walking to the sideline and I'm saying,
Hold on. We're not gonna do that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I'm not gonna do that because who do you think is a better quarterback, Matt Ryan or Russell Wilson?
I was just about to say.
Russell Wilson.
Who you think the better quarterback? You said Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
Okay. Now this is what I said, because I said the same thing you said, except in a different game. Actually, no, it was the same game. Actually, one of them teams was the same damn team.
Yeah.
It's just we had the Seattle Seahawks instead of the Atlanta Falcons. Coach sends in a passing play. Oh, hell no, we not. No, we not. You got me fucked up. I'm sorry. Can I say that? No. Time out. What you just said? Throw the ball on the slant. Say that one more time. Throw the ball on the slant. Hey, y'all need to check the coach out, because this clearly a scrub that didn't took the coach's head because this ain't the coach. No, bro. If you're gonna hold Matt Ryan wrong for that, then you need to hold Russell Wilson for that. If you're not gonna hold Russell Wilson guilty for that, then you can't hold Matt Ryan guilty for that.
Can you respond to that? Respond to that?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Stephen.
Matt Ryan have.
How many Super Bowls could Russell Wilson have?
No, that's not the question. Does he have?
Thanks, Marlo. Marlo, that is a great point because in this particular game, Russell Wilson is a veteran in the Super Bowl. He's been here before.
Matt Ryan does not have a Super Bowl because he didn't call an audible. Russell Wilson does not have 2 Super Bowl rings because he did not call an audible. One is getting into the Hall of Fame. One is not.
Well, one could have 2 Super Bowl rings had he called an audible. He was the veteran in Super Bowls. He definitely had been there before. He was used to playing in high pressure situations. This was a 4th down. This wasn't even a 4th down play.
No,
was it first and goal to go?
Oh, it was. And they had a timeout.
What, it was first and goal to go? And you call a passing play, and we all play video games. We didn't all play football. We understand the significance of holding on to the ball when you get in the red zone. Somebody decided on the sideline to call a passing play after beast mode. Marshawn Lynch had just turned into the beast. And the veteran quarterback who had been in the Super Bowl before did not call a timeout. He went with it. First and
he didn't check the play.
We getting caught up in the minutiae of everything. But again, my original comment was Matt Ryan will never be in the Hall of Fame.
What you're saying is based on Matt Ryan's, and that's fine. Like Marlo said, 95% of the NFL won't make it to the Hall of Fame. But if your judgment of Matt Ryan is based on his inconsistencies, there's plenty of blame to be laid out based on those inconsistencies. If you're holding something against him based on what took place in that Super Bowl because he did not call audibles when he should have, then let's make sure we hold it Russell Wilson.
You're right. You know what? You're right. You're 100% right. Who has more arm talent? Matt Ryan or Drew Brees?
Oh, who?
Matt Ryan or Drew Brees? Who has more arm talent?
Well, heck, I can't tell. Look, the film says Drew Brees.
Nobody said Drew Brees had a strong arm.
That's what the film says.
The production on the field tells me other things.
But now you saying that, but I don't think it's fair to compare Matt Ryan to any quarterback that has had stability.
What am I doing? I'm sorry. I'm being so disrespectful to Russell Wilson. I am so sorry. Is Julio Jones a first ballot Hall of Famer? No, I'm sorry. A second ballot Hall of Famer. Let's be fair.
Maybe.
Is that in question?
Yeah, it is a question. You look at his production. How many touchdowns did Julio Jones have last year? 4?
You ain't wrong, Marlo. You ain't wrong.
You got to put up numbers. He don't have a Super Bowl. He doesn't have 1,000 yards. He might have a 1,000-yard season, but he hadn't led the league in touchdowns at receiving.
You ain't wrong.
So, no. He ain't getting in there.
And didn't Deion Sanders just say this year, we got to stop just letting everybody in the Hall of Fame?
Well,
if we look at Matt Ryan, if we look at the decline of Matt Ryan, see, that's why I said I don't want to hold, and I'm not an Atlanta Falcon fan. That's what I'm saying. You really got me on here defending the Atlanta Falcons. That's 2 for 2 tonight. I'm so stupid. If we look at the decline of Matt Ryan, you got to look at the coaching staff because they have not done him any favors based on their play clause. And then if you gonna introduce Julio Jones, well, Julio Jones is supposed to be his #1 target, and he's been injured over the past 2-3 years. So if I'm Matt Ryan and you looking at the decline of his numbers, his coaches aren't calling the best game for him. His number one target can't stay on the field. Well, damn, I never said Matt Ryan was the greatest, was the second coming or something. So that means he's a good quarterback. And what do good quarterbacks do when their coaching ain't doing their job and their star receivers ain't on the field? What they do? Struggle.
All right. So, we finna touch on some earlier things talking about these quarterbacks. And I said I was gonna say this, but we're a little late in the podcast. Go ahead and put this out there right now. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is overhyped. All this baddest man stuff is nonsense. Drew Brees has had a better career. Drew Brees got more with less. And I'm talking about his physical tools. Aaron Rodgers has the ability to go around, make strong all plays, make the spectacular splash plays. I'm sorry, how many Super Bowls he got? Oh, he got the same number as Brees. But this is supposed to be that bad man, the second coming, Mr. Griffin. He is.
But what you did say he has a Super Bowl.
He does. He does have a Super Bowl. He has one Super Bowl. But,
yeah, he had more Super Bowls than 80% of the other people in the league.
Hold on.
Other quarterbacks in the league.
Even LeBron James of the NFL, he's supposed to be not one, not two, not three. He's supposed to be all of that. He got hold on. This is the dude that's walking around with a WWE belt. But you ain't better than Drew Brees.
You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna ever do another show with you after tonight because you're gonna make me do this again. You literally gonna make me do. First, you started this foolishness with Tampa. Then you took this foolishness to the Falcons. Now you done took this foolishness to the Packers. Mind you, Aaron Rodgers beat my Steelers in the Super Bowl, so I ain't even supposed to be defending Aaron Rodgers right now. But because of the blasphemy, because of the foolishness that you just said about this dude, I have no choice. Bruh. So hold on. Aaron Rodgers' biggest obstacle to winning the Super Bowl was Mike McCarthy, the same dude that the Dallas Cowboys just hired. This is the same dude who thought it was a good idea for a starting wide receiver to be the freaking tailback. This is the same dude. You talk about Drew Brees. I got a question for you. How many Super Bowls do you think Drew Brees would have won with the Green Bay Packers, coached by Mike McCarthy?
I know he would have got at least one.
With Mike McCarthy, you give Mike McCarthy way too much credit. Okay, well, how many Super Bowls you think Aaron Rodgers would have won over there in New Orleans?
I don't know if he'd have won one.
With the head coach, with the stability? Are you serious?
Come
Do you
on,
know how many Super Bowls we'd have won in Pittsburgh and we'd have had Aaron Rodgers?
Drew Brees is arguably this era, and this era right here, probably the second smartest quarterback in this era right here.
You say that, but you know what you're leaving out of that? You're leaving out of that, one, the coach. You're leaving out of that, the owner. You're leaving out of that, the general manager. You're also leaving out of that, the talent. The New Orleans Saints, since acquiring Drew Brees, have been the model of consistency when it comes to having a top-notch franchise in the NFL. We couldn't say that when they had Bobby Ebert and them back in the day.
I'm just going to point out a couple things.
So, now watch this. That means when we look at the New Orleans Saints, here's what we know. The New Orleans Saints have always had a tailback, a scat back, a fullback, a tight end, 2-3 wide receivers, a couple of slot receivers, you know what I'm saying, and a decent offensive line. We can't say that about the Green Bay Packers. And you know who was the general manager of the Green Bay Packers while he was there? Damn, Mike McCarthy. So
I mean,
you got Aaron Rodgers. Hold on, because see, we got to look at this. You got Aaron Rodgers for at least 2 seasons turning around, handing the ball off to a wide receiver. And his head coach was cool with it. His head coach didn't even draft a tailback. In them 2 seasons, you need a tailback and you won't draft one. Come on, bro.
So I completely let go over my head the fact that the Green Bay were not a model of.
I want to see how you bring this thing around. I agree. They're not.
I would have preferred to have Aaron Rodgers over Ben Roethlisberger.
Who was the quarterback before Aaron Rodgers?
Brett Favre. And
same organization with right? That organization, same ownership.
But you're naming outstanding players. We're talking about the whole ownership.
I'm not done. I just asked the question. This is also the same organization that made Aaron Rodgers their franchise quarterback. When every receiver that leaves says Aaron Rodgers is the problem.
That's stated, though, Troy.
Am I making this up?
Troy, that's the truth. But also, when Brett Favre was there, Mike McCarthy was not the general manager. Mike McCarthy has made some bad personnel decisions. We can say whatever we want to about people not liking people. Hell, there's people that don't like Tom Brady. There's people that don't like Bill Belichick. We still got Super Bowl rings. But at the time Brett Favre was there, Mike McCarthy was not the general manager.
Okay.
Mike McCarthy
so now we introduce LaFleur. And the same quarterback that needs a running back, they clearly thought that Aaron Rodgers was such a problem that they needed to go get a quarterback. A quarterback that they had been looking at for 2 years running. Because you don't just up out of the blue say, oh, we're going to get this quarterback from Utah State. No, they had been looking at him for a while.
Okay, and once again, this really, because who's the head coach for Green Bay right now?
LaFleur.
I'm going to be back. Be back, y'all.
Okay, watch this. This still speaks to the inconsistency in Green Bay. So let's spin it forward because, see, people can – we are going to go through life working with people that we don't like. That does not mean that these people aren't good at what they do. That just means we don't like them. So people say they don't like Aaron Rodgers, say Aaron Rodgers' problem. They can say whatever they want to. Aaron Rodgers puts up numbers. But Aaron Rodgers was fine until we sat around and we said, okay, Mike McCarthy. Now, they mishandled the Brett Favre situation. This is the same owner in Green Bay. Same owner. So you mishandled that particular situation. Then when you finally say, okay, we're going to turn over the reins to the young Thundercat, you should have did that because, hell, you drafted him. But then you got a head coach. And your head coach is so incompetent, he does not draft any talent. This is the general manager. He's taken over as general manager, the head coach. He won't draft talent. Anybody knows that you can have a great quarterback, but first you got to build an offensive line because you need to protect your quarterback. Then you got to make the defense play honest. So you got to have a running back that's worth something. Then you got to make sure you spread it out to some decent receivers. We all know this. We played this game. We watched this game. Some of us have coached this game. We know that. This dude, the ownership, has mishandled it. And what do they do to show how incompetent they are? You get rid of Mike McCarthy, so you didn't throw him up under the bus. You want to tell us, fans, that now it's all about Aaron Rodgers. But what do? You still ain't put a team on the field that's going to win a Super Bowl this year. Has that not been what you have been doing since Aaron Rodgers has been there? Aaron Rodgers ain't drafting nobody.
No, he's not. But I asked you this one question. Honestly, do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to sit there and let them run the ball 30 times a game? Ever?
No, he's not, Troy. But at the end of the day, he's still, if you're the coach, because, see, this is what we need to understand. Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback. It's your job as the head coach to put him in a position to succeed. We can't say Mike McCarthy did that as the head coach nor general manager. Now watch this. He's gone. We can't say that the head coach nor the general manager that's there right now, especially ownership, are putting him in a position to succeed this year. So what you doing? You just making money. You ain't giving Aaron Rodgers the tools he need to be successful. You ain't done it in almost 6 or 7 years right now, and you still ain't doing it. You drafted a quarterback when you needed what? So what the quarterback don't do? He gonna get in there. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't produce, this is how this is gonna go. If Green Bay makes the playoffs, that means Chicago, Detroit, and Minnesota sucked. I'm of the mindset Minnesota is gonna come out the NFC Central or the NFC North. Won't be Chicago because Mitch Trubisky is not gonna get them where they need to be. It won't be Detroit because they are the kings of incompetence. So we looking at Green Bay or Minnesota. Look at Green Bay. They still ain't got Aaron no help. And when Aaron falter, they're gonna put in that rookie, and he gonna falter. They still not going to the playoffs. Right?
You about to be mad with me because I'm gonna put you on record right now and say you are defending Kirk Cousins.
Oh. And you got me doing, and that's 4 for 4. In one night. Marlo, you still there?
He said he'll be back.
In one night, bro. You got me defending teams I would never think I would be defending.
When you said it, I was like, he ain't gonna go there. He's not gonna. Wow. Kirk Cousins.
Bro, when Chicago drafted Mitch Trubisky, I was like, huh? What?
But they made up for it by tricking us into giving them an all-world pass rusher.
Listen, and I feel sorry for him.
I wouldn't.
No, he getting paid, but he getting paid as he should. And he gonna wreak havoc. You know, they gonna see him as one of the monsters of the Midway. You know, they gonna adopt him in Chicago lore. Where's that ring coming from?
Oh, for some reason.
Where that ring coming from?
Didn't they? Didn't. Chicago got another quarterback though.
I got 2 thumbs.
Chicago got another quarterback. Oh man, hold on.
You like them going to the you like them going to the playoffs this year?
Oh man, they got Nick Foles. If they run the ball 40 times a game, Nick Foles will win them a playoff game.
You know Nick Foles can't win no regular season games.
That's what I said. All they got to do is run the ball, get Nick Foles to the playoffs.
Listen,
that's all they got.
For Chicago to make the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl, Mitch Trubisky is gonna need to win. Is gonna need to get them to the playoffs. You're gonna need to sit him down and then start Nick Foles. And Nick Foles is gonna take you the rest of the way. But if you do this out of order,
I literally can't believe that you defended like Kirk Cousins. Like the Buccaneers stuff, you can forget it because you know it's a lot of hype behind Tom Brady and all of that TB12. But listen, you have hit a low point when Kirk Cousins is you defending Kirk Cousins.
He won a playoff game last year. You like that? What we gonna say? No, this year. He won a playoff game this year. You like that? What we supposed to say? Kirk, you won a playoff game.
So I had a debate with some kids, and I had this whole thing like, you know, y'all get all excited for Frank Gore, but you don't win any medals for showing up to work. Like, I'll go ahead and say it. Like, oh man, listen, Cal Ripken Jr., great guy, wonderful personality. You're not getting no credit in my book for showing up to work. You not better than Tony Gwynn, buddy. I showed up to work 2,000 times. You supposed to. You are literally getting paid to show up to work. I'm supposed to be impressed by that, but y'all want to put Frank Gore in the Hall of Fame because he showed up to work.
You're not being fair, man.
Let's go ahead and put Linda in the janitor in the Hall of Fame because she showed up to work for the last 25 years. Let's just put her in the Hall of Fame too. We putting Frank Gore and Cal Ripken in the Hall of Fame. Well, I'm telling you, boy, we done lost our way as Americans, boy.
Hold on. Did you say that? Did you say that when little Jenny got perfect attendance in elementary school? Did you say that? Did you say that?
We're not supposed to say that about kids, but we're talking about grown ups.
Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, it's 365 days in a year. Do you take any days off?
Yes, I do take some days off.
It is something to be said for somebody who does not. First of all, forget mentally. I'm going to say forget physically. Just having the mental wherewithal to do that, no. Some of us going to tap out. So I can't, you got me defending stuff today I ain't think I was going to defend. Next, you're going to have me telling people Roy Jones stands a chance with Mike Tyson.
You went there. Did he not see the same videos we saw? I'm just saying, I ain't saying Roy Jones slow. I ain't saying that Roy Jones don't have no power. But if Mike accidentally have a flashback and let one off, we gonna need to call 911. Like, we are in the middle of a pandemic. Why we got to be devoting hospital resources to reviving Roy Jones Jr.? Why?
All I keep thinking about is that scene from the movie. What's the movie with Ralph Galifianakis, whatever his name is?
I'm talking about oh man, the Bachelor movie. Oh man, why can't I remember this movie? The Hangover.
And Mike Tyson hit him and he went to sleep.
Yeah, immediately.
This is all I'm thinking to myself.
He still got it.
It's gonna be fine until Roy Jones hit Mike too hard. And I don't know if you, Roy, how you can't hit somebody too hard in boxing. So you gonna hit him too hard. At least he gonna think it's too hard.
Listen.
See, we need to understand something. Mike trying to relive his glory days. Like I just Mike still think he got it. Like, I don't know what Roy thinking, but like, no, because Mike want to fight for real. Like, Mike don't like the way them last few fights went. He feel like that wasn't true representation of him. So I don't know what Roy has, but Mike feels like he has something to prove. He's excited. Like, he's looking. Anytime somebody's looking forward to an exhibition, it's no longer an exhibition. They look at the.
I'm like, yeah, the next time I go to the bar, I'm taking Mike with me. I'm pushing everybody around. So what? Listen, he ain't hitting them bags slow. That hand speed still look nice. And he got old man strength. He might not be able to go 12 rounds, but if he catch you by the second round, listen.
Man, let me tell you something. You know how people like to say, man, I ain't scared of Mike. You know, people like saying, I ain't scared of such and so. No. Sometimes you just got to be honest. Mm-hmm. You know, man to man, no. It's a car between me and him. Like, I got to have, like, I need me and him to have calm conversation. You know, like, I don't, and not within swinging distance, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, I need there to never be any type of disagreement, any type of animosity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I just got married, right?
Yeah.
So if Mike was to disrespect my wife or any of my children, that's the only time that I would say, I'm going to take that L. Like, I'm going to just, you know, go ahead and eat it. You know what I'm saying? But just Just GP? No.
Oh, I'm gonna talk tough right behind the police. That's what I'm talking.
I'm not talking tough right behind the police because I don't think they hand game like his hand game, and he's a celebrity, so he might not be subject to whatever code they got out there right now when it comes to us. He's a celebrity. Like he might just be able to walk through. You know, so I know. I don't know what Roy Jones is thinking. I don't know what Roy Jones is thinking. Why he don't want to stay in his weight class?
You do know there was probably like 10, 15 other people that said no before Roy said yes.
Why would Roy say yes? You're not a heavyweight, Roy. You're not in this dude weight class.
But light heavyweight.
See, here's the thing. They boxing styles don't even match because Roy is a showman. Mike is a killer. Mike ain't finna sit up there and dance with you. And he got, if he go back to that peekaboo style that he was taught, because I ain't seen nobody use it since him.
All I know is listen, Roy, if you're listening, I need you to understand something. If Mike cut the ring off, climb out the ropes.
What you mean if? It's an exhibition. Roy got to throw hands. If that was why you not finished? So he got to get up close. It's
come on. I just, some people, it's a rule. Like if they say, "Can I talk to you?" The only response is, "Can you say that shit from over there?" Because if you can't say it over there, it's not gonna get said. I'll holler at you later.
Why? Like they not even in the same weight class. Like I'm 183 right now. I'm not getting in the ring with nobody 2-0. Like somebody got to come up, somebody got to go down, and
Mike is not going down. That's old man muscle. He's not trying.
Like, and Roy not coming up because you need to be as fast as you possibly can in this day.
Roy is waking up every morning and hitting the jump rope. Every morning. 45 minutes. Because he's going to have to dance. Oh, my God. He's going to have to dance for what are they doing, 8 rounds? He's going to have to dance for 7. And hope Mike just throw in the flag and be like, "I'm tired," and go home. That's his only hope. But if Mike is running right now and he got his week, oh, man.
You know what this is? This is it. And people finna be mad at me. This is a primary example. This fight is gonna be a prime example of what happens when you make the police run after you.
Okay, so we're gonna end the podcast on that note. Get careful. Oh man.
Can you imagine if he got to catch this dude? Like you better not run. You better not hit him too hard, and you better not run. Because if you hit him too hard, you're gonna make him mad. And if he got to run for 8 rounds, 3-minute rounds, it was 8 times. 24 minutes. If this dude got to run for 24 minutes, he gonna be mad if he catch you on minute 21. He gonna be mad. This dude is it. No, you're not understanding. Roy is looking to put on a show. Mike is excited. His blood is pumping. He's looking forward to putting hands on somebody. Like, I don't think anybody understands it. This dude is looking forward to hitting somebody. That means he's been looking forward to hitting somebody for a while now. And this is the first time he's going to be able to legally.
Ooh, it's been what, 12, 13? Oh, Jesus.
This dude done did everything he could to get this feeling up out of him. He done acted. He done did a Broadway play. Mike Tyson did a comedy skit and everything like that. He done did on some talk shows. He done, got his cartoon on Cartoon Network. I messed with it, by the way, and everything like that. He done some of everything to get this out his system, and it's still there. And Roy Jones, this is what you finna do? They could have said to me, Theo, Mike said he want to pay you $20 million to go 3 rounds with him. I'd be like, $20 million? 3 rounds. Mike Tyson? No.
can figure something out. Like, I don't need that money that bad. I can figure something out. I'll sell water on the corner. I'll figure something out. Mm-mm.
We at that age right now, we just don't want to deal with the recovery. We know what the pain, we can't even imagine what the pain, we just know it's going to be some pain associated with it. And ain't now one of us trying to deal with that. You know, there's certain things that me and you done got used to doing in our lives that we just want to be able to continue doing.
Like eating regular food.
Yeah, eating, you know what I'm saying? Playing with our kids, you know, watching TV out of both eyes, you know what I'm saying?
All right, man. I'm gonna end it there. Oh God, I can't believe he said that. This is Troy and Theo. Marlo had to leave early.
Yep.
This is Gathering Old Men, or the podcast of gentlemen.
Us old folks.
But for the Washington Redskins, I'm sorry, the Washington football team.
Wow. We ain't talk about them, bro. You ain't get that in there because I'm still trying to figure out what EA Sports gonna do with them.
Oh man. So all right. So we're gonna take 10 minutes. They had one job. They had 3 weeks and one job to come up with a new name.
No.
And the new name was the football team.
You wrong. They ain't have 3 weeks to come up with a new name. They had since Dan Snyder bought the team to come up with a new name. They actually had since people raised this as an issue to come up with a new name. They didn't have longer than 3 weeks to come up with a new name. It's their arrogance that got them into this particular situation. So now I'm trying to figure out what they wearing on the sidelines. Like, I want to see what the sideline gear gonna look like.
Well,
like,
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. One of their fans realized, oh, he's serious about changing the name, and went trademark everything that he thought they might trademark the name to. So when the Redskins is like, you know what, we're gonna change our name. Let's look up and see if these trademarks available. Oh yeah, such and such got a trademark. Let's see if we can get it from him. You can have it for $150 million.
And
you know Dan Snyder cheap.
Oh well, look, there's your arrogance again. Your arrogance finna have you the laughing stock of the National Football League. Your arrogance finna have you the national laughing stock of the College Football Association. Your laughing stock finna your arrogance finna have you the laughing stock of the high school football world. Your arrogance it's finna be some peewee teams out here dressed better than the Washington football team out here. Matter of fact, I got a team created on my PlayStation 3 for NCAA 14 just gonna look better than the Washington Redskins this year. I'm sorry, the Washington football team this year. You see how that go? Like, what you finna I can't even. My thing is, now I want to buy Madden 21 for no other reason. For no other reason, Madden 21 should be a straight up collectibles game for no other reason. Because watch this: 4 teams changed uniform. Oh no, they didn't. 5. Nike took it all down. That's gonna be interesting. They're gonna walk out there with some garnet helmets on.
So we giving the Washington franchise a lot of grief, but Atlanta, we ain't forgot about you, because even the Cleveland Indians is like, we know we got to make some changes.
Yeah, you got to.
They're running around here like, no, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna remove this tomahawk. We gonna talk about getting rid. No, you got to change your name.
Well, you know what? I look at it like this. When I looked at the Atlanta Braves. And I want to make sure I know it's a derogatory term with the name Brave. I know if you put an American flag on that and put some soldiers on that, I know that name takes on a whole different meaning. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want to do it that way, I'm certainly open to you doing it that way. But just leaving the name on there and leaving it to open suggestion, no, change the suggestion. And I think that's the thing that I never understood. This is me, because we're talking sports and everything like that, but I just never understood how someone can be arrogant enough to name their team after another group of people. When I look at what Irish Catholics did, you know, we got the University of Notre Dame. You know, you took pride in yourself and you named the team after you. I love that. Because if we were to open up a school and we said, and we wanted to say, well, this is FAMU Zulu Warriors or something like that. I could appreciate that because that's who you are. If a team wanted to call themselves the Fighting Italians, but this was a team built, sponsored by, Italian Americans and everything like that, I would definitely be cool with that. But I wouldn't be cool with Asian Americans calling their team the Fighting Italians. That's not your people. So when I look at them like, how don't you get this? How could you be so bold and arrogant to do this? What was wrong with naming the team? Watch this. The New York Yankees. You see what we did? The Yankee. If that was the case, if you wanted to be prideful in something, you could have named your team, watch this, the Atlanta Rebels. Or you could have went straight old school with it if you really wanted to be ugly with it, the Atlanta Confederates. But you named your team after young Native American boys. Why would you think that was cool? And then to get upset when somebody says something to you about it, you named your team after a whole race of people that's not your people. I bet we could all Google the owner, the original owner of the Cleveland baseball team and the Atlanta baseball team, Google their ethnicities and say, well, why didn't you name the team after them?
Oh, I can tell you that the owner of the Boston Braves was very, very white.
I'm saying, but what was his original, but what was his original ethnicity? Was he French American? Was he Irish American? Was he Italian American? Was he Jewish American? Because those were the names on the team that you could have called. And I'm pretty sure, just like, what do we call our little kids? Jets, the Atlanta Jets. Okay, well, that's me as a black owner naming my team after black boys, the Atlanta Jets. I ain't, be mad at me about that if you want to. They're my people. You couldn't do that for your people? The arrogance of it, man, is what really, really blows my mind. And people that want to defend such arrogance, I'm like, so you mean to tell me you take more pride in your race, which is clearly what you say you do. You take more pride in somebody else's race, even though you consider your race to be all that in a bag of chips. But in this particular area of expertise, you consider this race to be all that in a bag of chips. So I guess Native American, young Native Americans knew how to play baseball better than everybody else. That's why we finna name it the Atlanta Braves.
Well,
Native Americans know how to play baseball better than anybody else. That's why we finna name them the Cleveland Indians. That's dumb.
Before we get out, I do want to take time to give the Edmonton football team credit because they're removing the Eskimos from their name.
There it is. Yeah.
I got to give them credit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cleveland, again, as soon as you get done with whatever people you need to talk to and you change your name, y'all will get the same credit. Atlanta, I don't know what's going on. Florida State, you don't need to change the name of the team, but we got to do something about that stadium before we play football.
Yeah.
We got to. And if them boys go on strike, I will start a GoFundMe for them boys so they make sure they're well taken care of. That's BS.
I say it like this, and I know we're going to wrap it up. But, it's like I said on one of my videos today, is that in the Marine Corps, we had a simple saying: you leave no soldier behind. This country can't be great if every American is not great. If we are who we say we are, united as Americans, then we take care of each American, not some, not a few, not most, but every American. And that's what it's all about. If we're saying we're united, the United States of America. You can't have a United States if the population of the states aren't united. That's it.
On that note, we're going to end it. Thank you, sir.
All right.